Hi everybody, this is Father Warner D'Souza. We are recording from the Archdiocesan Heritage Museum and I'm standing in front of this beautiful bishop's chair. I remember as a young priest in St. Michael's Church, sitting on this chair, not realizing how valuable it was. And then when we began this museum, thanks to the late Father Salvador Rodriguez, we got this chair for the museum. It's a goodness to honest Indo-Portuguese piece, and I do hope one day you'll be able to visit the museum so I can talk to you about its features. But for now, I would like to go back to the Gospel of Mark, chapter 3, verses 20 to 21. Then he went home, and the crowd came together again, so that they could not even eat. And when his family heard it, they went out to restrain him, for people were saying, "He has gone out of his mind." That's it. That's the gospel for today, and it's both stark and shocking. Jesus has come home, and the expression does not indicate that this is his adopted home in Capernaum, but rather oikon, which translates from its Greek as he came to a house, namely his family house in Nazareth. He has gone to his relatives who, for some reason, are thoroughly embarrassed by his actions. The words and deeds of Jesus have made him a name to be sought after, making him difficult for him to sit down to a meal in his own house. But the relatives of Jesus are embarrassed, for his detractors had already begun maligning his name, and they fear that they would be party to this shame. We know from the verse that follows that the scribes who had come from Jerusalem had already begun a hate campaign, claiming that he had Beelzebul, a name derived from a Philistine god. The son of this tiny little village had not only thrust this village and his family into the spotlight of the spiritual world, but also had overshadowed them with a cloud of controversy. All this was too much for his relatives, who decided, as we are told in the words of Scripture, to restrain him. Never has a text sounded more shocking, for while one gets immunized to reading the hate of the Jewish leaders towards Jesus, the fact that his own refused to believe in him makes this passage hard to read. But standing up to your beliefs does not grant you immunity from criticism. Stones are never thrown at a tree that bears no fruit. So if you find yourself in a righteous controversy over your beliefs, then hold your ground. Remember, it was the outsiders who accepted Jesus and sought to come into his home, while his own wanted out. Ironically, it was the case of inside out. Thank you for listening to this message. I do hope you've subscribed to our channel. God bless you.